Hi guys, it's Carrie-Anne from the Science Booth. Now I apologise for it being a little bit echoey this time. However, we're in the bathroom and there's a very good reason for that, which I will explain shortly. But this week we are taking one of my favourite experiments a little bit further. And I'm not going to lie, it's probably one of my favourite activities I have done to date. What you are going to need is some eggs, some glasses, you're going to need some vinegar. I prefer to use the colourless vinegar, the distilled vinegar. You're going to need some highlighters or some tonic water that contains quinine. And you're going to need what is to date my favourite thing I have ever bought. And not only on this activity, but you are going to have a shed load of fun with my new favourite toy. Okay, the simple, it's a torch, but my goodness, I'll shine it at you. Did you see that nice violet colour? This is a black light torch or an ultraviolet torch. Now, I bought this thinking, is it going to work? Is it not? And I went for a slightly more expensive torch. I think they started at maybe £5. I got this one for £6.99. I will put a link somewhere in the group on the worksheet. £6.99 including delivery. It's a really nice torch and I've had the most fun with this yesterday evening, but we'll get onto that shortly. Now, most of you already know the bouncy egg experiment, how to make a naked bouncy egg. And I'm just going to grab this one because this is what we've done with this egg. This one's been in vinegar now for about 48 hours. You probably only need to do this for about 24 hours. Okay, if I bring this close up to camera, you can see it's absolutely covered. Just trying to get that in focus. Absolutely covered with bubbles. And we've got an amazing chemical reaction happening right there. So we've popped the egg into the distilled vinegar. We've left it 24 hours, 48 hours. You can see it's absolutely covered in bubbles. Those bubbles are carbon dioxide. Often when we do a little activity, it's carbon dioxide. And what's happening is the ethanoic acid, the vinegar, is reacting with the calcium carbonate, which is the main ingredient of shells. And it's actually causing that to wear away, to turn into something else. We're getting carbon dioxide gas and a few other things being formed. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to rinse this in water because you might be able to see, you kind of get lots of stuff floating around and you can rinse all that off and you can, I'll just take it out and show you. I'm going to stink of vinegar when I do this. Hold on. Excellent, I've got the first one out. Just going to bring that over to you. And you can see dripping vinegar everywhere. You can see that actually this layer, you can rinse it off. So I'm just going to rinse that off to show you. Kind of handy being in the bathroom. And that's kind of half done. I'm going to bring that back. So you can see there's still sort of patches of white and patches of areas that are more clear. I'm going to rinse that off some more. And this alone, I'm going to use the hand towel in the bathroom. Remind me to change that later. Else everyone's hands will be stinking of vinegar. Now this alone is absolutely amazing fun. And if you did the egg dissection at the beginning, you will know that you've got the egg shell and then you've got this little membrane. Nearly dropped it then. Okay, so this little membrane kind of holds the egg intact. Okay, and if you look really closely, you might not be able to see it, but if you kind of jiggle the egg around, you can see the yolk moving around inside. Now this is brilliant because what you're left with is an intact egg, and you can have a bit of fun with this. You can bounce it gently, you can squeeze it. You can even do further experiments with it. You can put this in salt water or pure water or lemonade and you can kind of see what happens next, okay? And that's all to do with osmosis. That's in the egg booklet. If you want that and you've not got it, pop me an email, okay? But there's more experiments you can do with this. However, I have had my eye on making glowing bouncing eggs for a long time now. In fact, for about a year. I've been waiting a year for this egg theme to come back up. So what we're going to do with these eggs, if you then, and you'll probably need some grown-up help with this, if you get a highlighter, I had grown-up help, Mr. Booth helped me. You then need to kind of smash your highlighters up. So if you've not got any highlighters that you want to smash up, maybe get to the pound shop and get some cheap ones, okay? Because Mr. Booth smashed this one up for me. So you can see that would have been the end of the highlighter. That would have been what was in. And inside the highlighters, you're left with sort of this weird spongy thing. Now, depending on what your highlighters look like, these innards may look different. So they're squashy. And what you can do is you literally get this and you squash all the highlighter ink out of it. Squash all the highlighter ink out of it. Here's one I prepared earlier. Into your glass that's containing your egg and your vinegar. Now what I did is I rinsed the egg off to get it to this point, and then I popped it back in the vinegar with my highlighter ink. Now you can try this with water and see what happens as well, but I just left it with the vinegar. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to rinse my 3 remaining eggs off. So you can see here I've used pink highlighter, I've used yellow, which looks like not very impressive at all, but just you wait. And believe it or not, this was green highlighter, but it looks really blue. But wait until we get the UV torch on it. So I'm just gonna scoop these out. I'm gonna put these glasses back up here because you can look, we're gonna look at this in a minute. I'm gonna rinse my eggs off. That's one egg. So you can see that my one in green highlighter, well, actually looks quite blue. We're going to get the yellow one out. Pop that back up here because we are going to look at that again. The one from the yellow highlighter doesn't really look any different. And the one that looks already awesome, the pink highlighter, I'm going to get that one out. There we go. And pop these glasses back up here. Just give it a little rinse. Wicked. Right, I'm going to dry my hands. And now you're going to find out why I'm in the bathroom. The reason I'm in the bathroom, you don't have to be in the bathroom. You're probably going to be in your kitchen. However, the bathroom in our house is the only house that doesn't have a window, which means it's the best room for getting things properly dark. So I'm just going to go and turn the light off and I'll come back. Oh, so as you can see, it's very dark. Hi. As you can see, it's pretty dark, okay? And I've got my UV torch on. Now, if we take a little look at these glasses at the back, oh, a bit too bright on them. If I just shine the light from further away, you can see, look at them. They're amazing. I'll bring them a bit to the camera so we can have a close look. So this was the one that looked green, that looked blue, and you can see. I'm just trying to get the torch at a good angle that you get a good view of it. Oh, there we go. That was quite good. So you can see I've got this glowing, crazy green stuff. It doesn't show up on the camera quite as well as it does in real life, but there you go. You've got a green glowing potion. This was the yellow one, and honestly, it looked like there was nothing going on. Again, it's quite hard to get a good angle for you. That's a bit better, I suppose. Okay, well, there you go. We've got a yellow glowing potion. And then this is our pink one. Look at this, it's brilliant. It looks orange on the camera, but honestly, it's a really cool neon pink colour. I love it. It's brilliant. So then, if we get our eggs, oh my God, the eggs look so good. In fact, I'm tempted to just take the camera off. I'll bring them over one at a time. So I'll bring them in best order, so worst to best. So this is, oh Oh my God. This is the green one. It's pretty amazing. You're not really getting the full sense of how amazing that is. I'll try and hold the torch a bit further away. So that's the one with the green highlighter. I'll go for the pink one next. Oh, I've got other bits of highlighter on it. Wow. Guys, this, oh, it's epic. Honestly, the camera is not doing it justice. I'll try and get some photographs, but the pink one is epic. I'll just try and go a bit further away. I think, yeah, if I hold it a bit further away, you're getting a sense of, it's like neon rave egg. Look at that. Boink, 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 boink. And then I will go and get, the one that's turned out amazing is the one that I thought was going to be rubbish. Look at this. Oh my God, this was the one in the yellow highlighter that looked like it was just sitting in water. It didn't have any colour into it whatsoever. There we go, I think that's, look how glowy it is. Oh my days. I just can't get over that. I'll bring the bowl. Look at that, it's like some sort of crazy neon Easter. I'm just trying to get a really good, there we go, a good angle. So you can see the egg nearest to my thumb hasn't had any of the highlighters on. And then we've got the pink, the yellow and the green. Guys, this is possibly my favourite activity, experiment that I've ever done. There is no good angle, is there? But guys, amazing, okay? I'm still blown away by the glowiness of that egg. Look at it. It looks like something from an alien. I just love it. But not only that, not only have you made weird, crazy UV glowy eggs, oh my days, you've now got a UV torch, which means you can go and investigate things. Look at my hands now. I look like I've, oh, you can't see, but now I'm covered in highlighter on my hands. But now you've got a UV torch, you can go and investigate stuff, which is amazing. Okay, so the first thing you need to go and investigate is the mess you've made from smashing up all these highlighters. Because I'm not joking, you think you've not made a mess, and you wash your hands and you clean the kitchen, but you go around with your UV torch afterwards and you will see splatters of highlighter everywhere. So if your, look at my hands. So if your parents are particularly, if your grown-ups are particularly house proud, okay, doesn't really matter because you can't see it without the UV light, but honestly, shine a UV light around and you'll see it everywhere. The next thing you can do is look at your carpets. Oh my goodness, I was looking at my carpets. There is bits of glow-in-the-dark fluff everywhere. I don't know if it's just in our house, okay? But there's stuff everywhere, just little bits of cotton. They glow up like magical things, okay? If you really want to get grossed out, head to your bathroom. Now, I'm not going to give you the grand tour of this bathroom because it's more gross than you realise, but UV light is amazing for highlighting human bodily fluids like blood and wee. And where you're going to find wee, you're going to find it in your bathroom. Now, you're telling me that you wee in your toilet, okay? But when we flush our toilet, splashes, okay? Or if you're a particularly messy weir, there's splashes. Have you touched bits of your body that might have wee on? Have you then touched something else? Have a look in the dark in your bathroom and find some splatters. I promise you, if you're not grossed out, your grown-ups will be grossed out, and you can go and see how clean your bathroom really is, okay? I thought mine was pretty clean, and honestly, I wasn't too grossed out, but this morning when I've come in, the tiles here, you're probably not going to see it, but this is just above my toilet, but the tiles here have got a few little glow-in-the-dark marks, which means that when we've been to the toilet, flushed our hands, for whatever reason, touched the tiles. But guys, you are going to have so much fun. get your UV torch, do this amazing activity. Okay, it's so cool. It's so cool. Hours of fun. But once you've done that, just enjoy exploring the world with your UV torch. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really looking forward to taking it camping and going exploring as well. Okay. Also, if you've got pets who have to wee, when wee dries, you're gonna be able to see it on your pets. I shone this on the dog last night. Parts of his fur were lighting up. I'm telling you, hours of fun with the UV torch. But anyway, I'm gonna go and explore more things with my UV torch. And I promise you, this is probably gonna be one of your favorite things you've ever bought. And I genuinely cannot wait to see what you guys, my hands, what you guys get up to. And we will see you next time for our last egg themed experiment. I look forward to seeing you soon with my glow in the dark hands. I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.